Hello, hello. My name is mishalee. I'm a breathwork facilitator, coach, and trainer. I help people who are moving through profound life events, who are moving through grief, who are moving through processing either grief around losing a family member or grief around their own physical health and losing their own physical health. I'm talking to people and supporting people who are confronting their mortality and the mortality of their loved ones in some very real ways. And I'm helping them find meaning in all of that. And I'm doing that with the breath and going into the body and going into the body's wisdom. How did I get here? Why am I doing this? How did this even happen? If you've been following my journey up until now, you'll see that it's been a few years since I've been here. And some of the content that I've been sharing in the past has been like psychedelics, dreams, art, things like that, flotation therapy, and breathwork. I shared a few breathwork videos as well. But now I'm at a point where I'm narrowing in on my focus. A big part of what I'm here to offer the world is breathwork. And it's because it has been a game changer for me in healing from my own profound life event of having lost my dad. So you can also see a video that I shared a few years ago about losing my dad and the whole process of moving through that if you want to see what was going on for me back then. So that happened, and then the pandemic happened a few months after. The world shut down, hugs were illegal, and I was just with all of that. I was with this profound hole inside my chest, this invisible hole that nobody could see. I would just go for walks on the street, and I felt like I had a gaping, oozing wound in my chest that people didn't even notice. But it also dropped me into an awareness that there are countless people out there who are also walking the streets with a hole in their heart, and nobody can tell. And it made me want to help them. It made me want to acknowledge them and support them and be with them and see them. So at the beginning of the pandemic, I gravitated to the breath, and I went into a deep breathwork practice that was daily for about 6 months. Somewhere in all of that, my friend was going through a breathwork facilitator training. What a coincidence, right? And he decided to invite me over to his home and asked me if I wanted to be one of his case studies so that he could become certified in this breathwork facilitator program. And I said yes. I went over and I was all in. I'm like, I'm kind of broken down at this point. Like I'm crying every day and I'm sitting with a lot, and I really just needed human contact. And I really just needed to be seen and to be heard. So went to my friend's house, admittedly smoked a lot of weed, okay? Did the breathwork thing, went through that process. It was pretty enduring, but very much necessary. Get to a point of doing the meditation. And it was a beautiful meditation. And I floated off. I floated off into the ether, and for the very first time, I made contact with my dad. And this is very important because I spent my whole life trying to be in contact with my dad. Like, that's not new. Wishing and waiting for contact from him. And even after he dies, I'm not able to feel him. That was kind of a cosmic joke that I couldn't find funny at the time, but I find it funny now a little bit. But yeah, this moment was profound. He dropped in. He dropped in during the meditation, and he let me know that this was all happening for divine reasons, that this had to happen this way. He showed me how it was all connected. All the events in my childhood and in my teenage life and in my early 20s, all the events. I had anxiety as a kid. I had panic attacks as a teenager. I had agoraphobia too. Anxiety, through most of my life. I was choked when I was in my 20s. Everything, all these little trauma and moments that I had in my life were related to the breath. I also was having this recurring dream in the float tank. And I actually recorded a video about that on YouTube, which you can also see if you're interested. But I was having this recurring theme of drowning in the float tank and reaching for my dad and hoping that my dad will save me and give me life, and give me the breath of life, and pull me out of this sinking car that had gone into a lake or something like this. And he reminded me, or he showed me, that this vision that I was having in the float tank was actually a past life. I was processing a lot of dad stuff just before my dad died. It's almost like my cells knew that he was leaving, and I was trying to expedite the process. So my dad showed me that everything that's happening in this life is in an effort to find closure on the way that the last life completed, the way the last life ended. And the last life, I drowned, and my dad did not come to save me. I spent my last breath reaching for him. I spent my last breath waiting for him to come back and save me, and he never did. So when he dropped in this day and during this meditation, he was saying to me, this is me giving you that breath. This is what you have to do. This is your purpose. Take it. Take it and run with it. So I felt like, okay, this is what I'm here to do. This is my mission, right? This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to facilitate breathwork experiences. I'm here to support people as they're moving through challenging times so that they can find meaning in their lives, so that they can find meaning in these immense challenges, so that they can learn how to be with their pain and learn how to love themselves through it and not turn away from it. That's what happened. I hit the ground running. I went straight into a training. I got the Facilitator, the Breathwork Facilitator training pretty much right away, like a couple months later. After that, I did Breathwork coaching training. And then I took the Breathwork trainer training so that I could teach people how to be facilitators. And it's been a profound journey so far. I am dropped in hardcore into my mission now. And this is what I'm here to do. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing where this goes. The content that I share here is going to be more breathwork related. I want to support you in whatever it is you're moving through. I want to provide breathwork experiences. I want to provide hypnotherapy experiences, meditations. I want to keep the conversation going. I want to keep these kinds of conversations going. But yeah, this is the pivot that I'm going to be making with this channel. And I hope it will land well for you. I think it blends in with some of the work I've been doing here. And so yeah, I'm just here to touch down. I'm just here to touch down, say hello, let you know where I'm at, let you know what my mission is, and clearly give some voice to it, put it out into the world, send it out into the universe, and let it really be known. That's what I'm here to do. And every day I'm committed to that. There's no plan B. That's what I'm doing. I've got a retreat that I'm looking at creating, by the way. I'm looking at doing an ayahuasca retreat in Ecuador at the place that I went to. I also shared a video about that. So if you're interested, I'm going to be doing a breathwork integration program built into an ayahuasca experience, because one of the things I found missing in my ayahuasca experience is the integration. I dropped back into my life here and, quit my job, told my landlord that I'm leaving, gave them my notice, sold a bunch of my stuff, threw a bunch of my stuff away. I was going to run away and live in Europe with some dude I met at the retreat. I made a lot of reckless choices and I didn't ground the energy properly. And so this is why I feel it's really important to integrate. If we're going to go do these deep dive experiences, then we're going to need to integrate them. Whether these deep dive experiences are psychedelic trips or whether they're literally just profound epic life events, we need to be able to handle this and work through it and process it. We need to have tools that we're picking up and helping ourselves regulate our nervous systems. We need to take good care of ourselves. We can't be reactivating our trauma as we're processing trauma. We need to heal and really, really heal. I'd love to take you on this journey. I would love to introduce you to the family, the Ecuadorian family, the tribe that lives out there. They're a beautiful family. I feel like they're deeply connected to Soul Tribe. They're facilitating the expansion and evolution of human consciousness on this planet. We need to support these people. We need to support this family. So I feel very deeply called to support them in some way. So I'm just letting you know that this is what's on the horizon. It's coming. And I'm sticking my feelers out here to see if anyone here is interested. If so, get in touch with me. Let me know. Also, I would love to know, what are you going through? What have you been going through in your life? What's been happening for you during the pandemic? What changes and transitions have you moved through? And what are you processing right now? What are you processing right now? Because I want to support you. You're my people. And I want whatever I put out here to be relevant for you. So let me know what you're moving through. Maybe I can share some content that is for you specifically. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for now. I hope to connect with you in the near future. Thank you so much for taking some time to be with me today. Thank you for all the beautiful ways that you contribute to the evolution of human consciousness in whatever ways that you're choosing to show up. Thank you for all the profound work you do on yourself and all the ways you love yourself and all the ways you support yourself through this journey. And I know that there are a lot of you out there who are doing some deep, deep work. So thank you for that. And please reach out. Come find me on other social media platforms. Find me on Instagram. Find me on Facebook. Reach out. Send me a message. Tell me where you're from. Tell me that you found me on YouTube. And let's get in contact. Sending you so much love. It's so great to be back. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, bye, bye.